morning, guys. I just thought I would attempt to do, another day in the life today. So, yeah, it's morning, and I am just getting ready to go to my grandma's, to help her take a bath. I figured I'd give you guys a little backstory on that, just so you can get to know me a little bit better. If you ever hear me refer to my grandma, this is the lady that I'm referring to, and she's pretty much the lady who raised me. When my mom had me, she was young. Now, I'm not talking bad about my mom at all, just because me and my mom have a fantastic relationship now, and we have for years. Just when I was little, teeny tiny little, like 6 weeks old or something, my mom just wasn't in a very good place. And this woman was a neighbor. She actually lived up the street from my mom at the time, and pretty much took me in when my mom wasn't able to be there all the time. So yeah, she is not really related to me, but she has been a huge part of my life, my entire life. And back in November, right before Thanksgiving, let's see, I guess it was the very beginning of November, because it was right before we found out that Augie was a boy, because she was in the hospital when I had my gender reveal party. So yeah, the beginning of November, we found out that she had many tumors on her brain, and she had lung cancer. Well, we did radiation immediately for the tumors on her brain, and they completely went away. That's no longer an issue. However, she is still fighting the lung cancer. And she was in the hospital for almost the entire month of November. She got to come home the first week of December, right before her birthday. Her birthday is December 5th. So she had to come home right before her birthday. And we've been doing chemo and radiation and all that. She never had to have radiation for her chest, but we've been doing chemo and all that fun stuff ever since. And yeah, when she first came home from the hospital, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever, paid for in-home health care to come help her, every day, because I was still working. My brother, her son, was working, and we just didn't have time to go over there during the day to make sure that she was okay. So the first little bit, she had help, and then they decided that she didn't need help anymore, and so they stopped paying for it. So now it really just depends on the day whether she needs help or not. So she's actually having a CT scan done later today, I think, maybe in the morning. I'm not sure. I'm not the one taking her, but yeah, just to see how the chemo is doing and if it is helping at all, and doing what it's supposed to do before we continue to put her through stuff like that. So yeah, I am, ever since the nurses and stuff stopped coming, me and my brother have pretty much been the ones taking care of her. She doesn't need 24/7 care. It's just some days she just feels worse than others, and she needs help taking a bath. She doesn't even really need help taking a bath. You just have to stand there and make sure she doesn't fall. She can do everything by herself, but yeah, so this past 6 months or so, 6, 7, 8 months, I don't know, since whenever she went to the hospital, has really was the deciding factor for me to go get my CNAs, because the fact that there are other people like her, maybe even worse off than her, breaks my heart. That there are people, they can't afford help, they can't, they don't have family to help them the way that she does. And yeah, so this whole ordeal with her is the reason why I'm going to take this crazy test tomorrow. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I will actually insert a few pictures of her and the Augie man that I took last time that I was over there, just because they make me happy. So I'll insert that here. Yeah, so that's the plan for the next little bit, and then I'll probably just come home and chillax and study my butt off for tomorrow. I'm actually going to a review session tonight, just to make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's, because there's so much pressure for me to pass this test tomorrow. Because number one, if I don't pass it, I have to pay for it again, and I don't have money for that right now. And number two, my unemployment runs out Monday, so whew, I need a job. So, yeah, that is what's gonna happen today. So, yeah, here is breakfast. And yeah, I will follow up with lunch and whatnot. So I'll see you guys soon. I just wanted to get on here and just talk to you guys for a second. I'm actually leaving a review session for my test tomorrow. So yeah, I haven't really been able to film much today. So yeah, I just thought I would get on and kind of close out the vlog and all that stuff. So yeah, here it goes. Like I said, I did just get out of my review session. Being in the review session makes me feel a little bit more confident about tomorrow. I'm still super duper nervous, but I think a lot of the reason that I'm nervous is more so the fact that I will be under pressure after, this week to get a job because of this whole unemployment crap. I'm more nervous about that, about the test because of that, rather than being nervous about the test because I don't think I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty confident in what I'm doing. It's the what ifs, that are in the back of your head. So I'm a little anxious about that, and I'm so glad that you know immediately whether you passed or failed, and that I don't have to spend all weekend on my vacation at the beach wondering about whether or not I passed this stupid test. So, I'm looking at it as, if I fail, then I have, the weekend to take my mind off of it and figure out, what the next step is, but mostly just to, just chillax before life happens next week. Ooh, that sun is killer. But yeah, so just keep the prayers and the positive thoughts coming. It's almost here. It's almost over. And then I'll be asking for more prayers so that I can find a job. So, I thought I had a job lined up, but it's in-home health care, and I really, 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 really want to work at the hospital. So I'm temporarily passing on the in-home health care position, so that I can put some applications in at some hospitals to see if I can get onto the hospital, because I would hate to take this in-home health care job and only work it for a few weeks and then have to quit. That's not me. That's not what I do. You know, I'm almost 30 years old. I've had 2 jobs my entire life. I worked at Food Line for 3 years, and then I worked at the store for almost 10. If they would have stayed open until August, it would have been 10 years. So that get a job and then quit 2 weeks later thing, that's not me. That's not my style. That's not what I do. So, and I don't want to start that now. So I'm giving myself probably till the end of August to try to find something else, and then if I have to resort back to the in-home health care, provided that she still has something available, then I'll do that. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, fingers crossed that everything goes good, and then I can have a fantastic weekend with some pretty awesome people. And yeah, so there's that. Also, non-scale victory, the shirt. Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay. I have not worn this shirt in probably 2.5 years or more. I used to wear this shirt all the time because I like the color, and I really like the material. It's really cool, and I just really like this shirt. But I have not been able to wear it because it was just too tight in the belly area. Now if you watched my Body Shots video, you saw that is the one part that I am just so ready to get rid of. I'm so ready for it to just disappear. But yeah, I stopped wearing this shirt because of that, and I'm wearing it today. Yay! It's actually a little on the big side. I'm not gonna complain about that. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. It really makes me feel like everything that I'm doing is paying off. Even last night I was wearing just a tank top and some shorts because that's just what I wear when I'm at home. And I got up off the couch to go, I don't know, swap some laundry or something in the from the washer to the dryer. And my husband was just staring at me, and I was like, what? You know? And he was like, do you feel smaller? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, do you feel like you've lost weight? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, because you look a lot smaller. So I was super excited about that too. Just, you know, it's easy to see for other people to see a difference in you when they don't see you on a regular basis. Someone that I haven't seen in weeks, you know, if they were to say something to me, I mean, it's still a compliment, and it would still just make my day, and it would just be awesome. But to have someone that sees you every single day say that they see a difference in you was huge for me. So I was super excited about that. So yeah, yay. But yeah, so there's an NSP for you. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for tonight. I ended up not eating lunch today. I just got so wrapped up with Grandma and all of that stuff, with helping her, that before I knew it, it was 3:30 and my husband was on his way home. So for dinner we fixed tacos. He had tacos. I had the most boring taco salad ever. I'll insert a picture here somewhere. Usually my taco salads, you know, I always eat my tacos as a taco salad, but I usually have the tortillas crunched up in the bottom, you know, and tons of cheese and sour cream and all of that. And this was just taco meat that I sauteed with onions just to kind of add some oomph to it. A little bit of lettuce and some salsa. That was dinner. It was kind of boring, but I mean, it tasted fine. It was fine, but it was definitely one of those times where I really miss dairy. The fact that you can have dairy is part of why keto is sounds really intriguing to me. But like I said in a previous video, I don't know if I could not eat fruit. Fruit is huge for me, and it would take some huge reprogramming in my brain to convince myself that fruit is bad. I don't know. I just don't know if I could do that. But anyways, that's a whole nother thing. I still have, 2 weeks or so, a little bit more than 2 weeks on this Whole30 thing, and I am determined to see it through, because I need to prove to myself that I can do this, that the quitting days are over, and it's working, so there's not really any reason to quit. And it's really not that hard. Some days are worse than others, but I'm making it. So, but yeah, that is pretty much it for my day today. I hope everyone is having an awesome Thursday, and I'm sure that I will make a video tomorrow, probably on my way to Winston, expressing how nervous I am and ready for it to be over. And oh well, okay, just told you the city, but whatever. And then I'll probably have a video on my way home, either crying about, the fact that I failed, or being super duper excited that I passed. So yeah, we shall see how it goes. But either way, I'm sure you guys will hear from me tomorrow. So yeah, I will